Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Oh my goodness, this has been a great week so far. I am excited to be coming before you this evening, and I have a wonderful young lady that is going to be joining me. Let me add her to the stream. Aaliyah K from Clark Atlanta University. Aaliyah, thank you for joining me tonight. Oh my goodness.
Hi, Madison. How are you?
I am wonderful. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited. Everyone, Aaliyah is administrative assistant with Clark Atlanta University.
Art and fashion
She,
department.
yes, I'm just really glad to have you here. Thank you for accepting the invitation to come and help me kick off Career Day. I couldn't think, what better to do than have someone such as yourself to come and who attended Career Day last year and share with everybody about Career Day. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to talk about your experiences, why they should come. Then we're going to talk about the lineup. And then we're going to talk about how they can register for free. Should we do that?
We should say that for the end.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
The best for
Welcome
that.
everybody. Happy Tuesday again. Aaliyah attended last year, so I'm gonna, talk to her a little bit. Excuse me. Let me get a little bit of water. That's what I get for all of that yelling, huh? So we're going to talk a little bit about her experiences. So last year, Career Day actually turned out to be career. It was 2 days. 2 days of career talks. The objective of the event is to bring people of color to the front, African American, Black fashion professionals. I call us Black fashionpreneurs to the front, so that people can see them, so that you know that the opportunity is real. You know what opportunities are there. So, with that said, let's jump right in. Aaliyah, for you, what did you find beneficial about it being a virtual experience?
I would say the most beneficial would be the convenience. The convenience of being able to stream from anywhere. I love to sit in the morning and watch videos with my hot tea. So you can stream and just sit in your bed and be comfortable and soak up all the gems that everyone has to offer.
Yeah. Was it helpful to you in exploring fashion career options?
It most definitely was. People don't pay attention to the roles that takes to build a team. They're always shout out the highlighted jobs, the director, the stylist, the designer, but no one ever thinks about the team that takes to do those things. So it definitely opened my eyes to more options.
Yeah. And did you find out about any career options that you weren't previously aware of?
Yes, the one who stuck out to me the most was Miss Megan Garland, I believe.
Yes, the
She
lawyer.
was a fashion and beauty lawyer. And I said, oh my gosh, I never thought about that. Like a modern day Elle Woods.
Yeah, it was, when I connected with Megan, she definitely she was on my board. It was amazing because I remember saying to her, Megan, I didn't realize, that you could. She said, well, I like fashion, I like law. So she was able to mesh the two together. So being able to bring her to the forefront, I thought was beautiful. And being that she was one that stuck out to you, so someone else who's listening, you might be trying to figure, and this is why we hold Career Day, because we want you to know about opportunities that aren't, as Aaliyah has already alluded to, that aren't always seen. You always see the glitz and glams, which we're going to talk about that a little bit more. Someone I invited said something about that, but I'll come back to that. So what was some of the most memorable moments for you during the career talks or the workshops?
Most definitely the gems that everyone had to offer. I mean, you had an amazing lineup last year. Miss Ruth Carter, Nicole Doswell, Darren George.
Yeah.
Offered a lot of gems. My favorite part of it all was hearing about their story and their journey. I'm a recent grad of Clark Atlanta University's Art and Fashion Department. So I'm coming into the world, and it was refreshing to hear about people's stories and journeys. Things don't always go the way you planned it to go, and that's okay because you're always going to be okay at the end of the day.
Yeah, and that's powerful. Yeah, thank you. And then, if I understand correctly, after attending the 2 days, you actually obtained an internship and came to New York.
I
And so,
did.
So I have to send a shout out to Meredith. She decided she caught fire, and she came to Clark Atlanta University and adopted your school, and then she brought you to New York. So how was, what were some of the things? Well, let's stop. What were some of the assignments? I'm sorry, that you took on when you came to New York? And if I'm correct, that was your first time coming to New
It
York.
was. So, under the guidance of Miss Meredith Leon McCormick of MLM Represents and Worldwide Magazine, she brought us to New York. It was me and my fellow colleague, Miss Sydney Gordon, where we worked with some of her clients. We had the chance to work with Mr. Carlton Jones of the Carlton Jones Collection and Mr. Yemi
Mm,
Unsonkoya of the evening and bridal wear designer, where we were just in New York helping them with their product development. They were showing us the behind the scenes of putting on a whole line and the design process. It was exciting. And working with Ms. Meredith, showing us her, giving us her advice and gems of working the fashion world and being a PR rep. It was
mm.
amazing.
How do you believe that assignment helped empower you for your future in fashion? Or that not just that one assignment, but most of those assignments, the whole experience.
It definitely gave me a newfound confidence. And that's something that a lot of students we just need, just taking that leap. Not only getting to work with Mr. Carlton Jones and Mr. Yemi Unsankoya, but working with Miss Beverly Johnson. Miss Meredith put me in the face, and with Miss Beverly Johnson, I was starstruck just seeing someone that you grew up looking up to, and then being in face to face with them and seeing that your opinion mattered, and
Mhm.
hearing how she could drop all the knowledge that she was giving us. It gave me newfound confidence. Of course, I was so scared to go to New York with it being my first time. I'm a Florida girl. I'm a city
Yeah.
girl, but not used to that type of city. But of course, when I went up there, it was like it wasn't that bad. I can do this. So definitely the
Mhm.
newfound confidence.
So it really kind of got you out of your shell, sounds like a little bit.
It did.
Yeah, because being able to come with someone that you knew, that you developed a relationship with, so you didn't have to just come on your own, but you had that person to kind of lean on.
Yes.
Yeah. So would you come back now?
I would absolutely love to. I would pack my
Okay.
bags and move tomorrow.
Okay. We would love that. We would love that. With your experience coming to New York, what would you say were some of the most memorable moments coming to New York, that whole experience?
I would say my most memorable moments was Miss Meredith taking us around and showing us different historical areas. I got to see the largest Macy's in the world, going to the Plaza Hotel, seeing where different movies were shot, and of course going to the
Mhm.
Met. That was my favorite part. I was in awe of going through the Met. I didn't even get the chance to even see everything because it's so
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Would you, based upon your experiences from Career Day, then picking up that opportunity after, Career Day, would you recommend that other people should attend Career Day, and why would you recommend it?
I encourage everyone to attend Career Day. Even in my passing time, I always talk about Black fashion world. I love it and what everything that you do to put on for the show. Career Day definitely gives you advice. It lets you know that people's journey is kind of the same as your own. You think that the going up to different corporations and industry professionals, and you have these nerves, but hearing industry professionals tell you about their journey and that they still make mistakes too, it makes you feel like, okay, we're all human. I can do this.
And that's what it's all about. So why don't we unveil or talk about, because the page is up for anyone who wants to visit. You can go to blackfashioncareerday.org and see the lineup. But we're going to talk a little bit. I'm going to add this to the stream and we'll talk a little bit. So, one of the things that we are doing this year is Career Day, where we actually hold the career talks like we did last year, focusing on the profession and diving into what their everyday life is about, the highs and the lows, what type of parameters of income you can expect. One of the things that we're going to do this year is we're going to add some sessions throughout the week. So, we're actually building this to be a career week for fashion. So, with that said, On Thursday night, we will have Kalila Wright, chief message officer from A Mess in the Bottle. Are you familiar with her?
I believe I seen a duffel bag. She has a duffel bag that I really wanted. I forgot what the wording on there was, but yes, I think I'm familiar with her.
Yeah, so excited about that. We will have this gentleman. Oh my gosh, this gentleman right here is a guru. Samuel Alexander Jr., fashion technologist. He actually sent me a link today that I'm going to be sharing a little bit later with everyone about a conference that he's hosting on. I think it's artificial intelligence. Just sitting and listening to him. Oh my gosh, I could have listened to him all day. So I'm not well versed in fashion technology, but this is my role, my gifting to bring in individuals like Mr. Alexander who are well versed, who are experts such as he to talk about it. So fashion technology is what he's going to be focusing on. His company, his concept to consumption. Are you familiar with fashion technology?
No, I need to learn more about it. I'm familiar, but definitely not an expert.
Neither I. Right. I don't know. Okay. Well, I'm encouraging everybody. That is going to be on Tuesday night, March 22nd. The way the world is going right now, we need to know more about fashion technology.
Most definitely.
So we are going to have Chrissy Rochelle Terry, who is the director of career and alumni success at SCAD, Savannah College of Art and Design. I hope I said that correctly. I just always refer to them as SCAD. She's going to come before us, and then she has a colleague. I'll show you her in just a second. Her picture, not her, but her picture in just a second, because she's going to talk about success tips. I'm going to interview her about success tips. Then her colleague, and incidentally, I have to throw out there, both of them are Saras. Yeah, I have to throw that out there. Mr. Keely Sims, wonderful graduate success advisor, going to be speaking with her about the same topic, but at the same time talking about financial aid. So anyone who's thinking about going to college and you're concerned about financial aid, you want to be in these sessions. That is actually going to be an open session. It will be outside of the ticket. So this will be an open session on Thursday at 3 p.m. Then we will have Andrea Kinch Reynolds. I hope I said her name correctly. And just a fact about Andrea, she was Miss Black Georgia USA 2010. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So she's going to be a part of our opening panel discussion. The opening panel discussion for Career Talks on Friday will be focused on how fashion works. So she's going to talk about that. We're going to interview her about the marketing piece. Talent manager, model. So, Miss Mikkel Drew, who's an adjunct professor at FIT. She's going to be a part of it, talking about that design side, because she's a designer as well. Let me go back. One person, I don't have her picture yet. Her picture is forthcoming, but Miss Shawn Simon of Simon and Company out of California. She is a manufacturer, and you want to hear her story because she started, a Black manufacturer. There aren't many,
There
but
is
she started manufacturing. I think she said, I think I read it was what, $50,000 that she lost when she started her business trying to design the product herself. And so now she has written a book about the design process to educate people. And she actually has a new edition that is coming out as well. So definitely want to be in that first session. Then we have Byron Lars. He is going to be a part of Career Day as well. The first creator of African American, the Black Barbie collection, history maker, designer for In Earnest. He's going to be a part of Career Day.
Now that is huge.
Yeah, and I apologize. I have a couple of pictures of the Barbies, and I should have brought them into this session just to show them off to anyone. So I'll have to do that later. Renee Gonzalez, a buyer. When I started talking with Renee, she told me, she said, being a buyer is the best kept secret in the fashion industry. I said, what? And she started telling me about how it works, and I said, oh yeah, we're gonna have a good conversation. So had you ever thought about being a buyer, Aaliyah?
That's actually one of my career interests. So I'm definitely interested of hearing about Miss Gonzalez. I'm definitely going to be in attendance.
Yeah. So, and then we have Angela Perrimon. She is an on-air model with QVC. Wonderful personality. Oh my goodness. But she, just seeing her and well, even talking to her about the pandemic and how, how they were on air and how some nights she slept at the studio.
Oh
You have
wow.
to, people don't realize what they go through, but
Mhm.
yeah, just hearing her talk about it. Then we have Miss Judy Townsend, Mannequin Madness owner and CEO. She is the only Black owned mannequin vendor in the US. When I first started talking to her about this, I remember her saying, she said, "It's not sexy." I said, "No, but they need to hear about this because they need to know that these options are available, And if there's anybody out there who's listening to this, and if you're having challenges getting mannequins, message me, put in something in the chat, or send me a DM or email me or something. There's a contact form on the website. Feel free to message me because that's what she does. We want to talk about that. So, and she is a trip. Oh my goodness, love her. Um, then we have Keith Major, fashion photographer, who's actually right now the photo director for ebony.com. So,
Oh,
have you seen those pictures of Jennifer Hudson on the Ebony?
Miss Jennifer Hudson is gorgeous. Okay, I love Mr. Keith Major's work. I grew up looking through Ebony magazine. My mom used to always have magazine subscriptions coming to the house, and I used to always steal them.
And I'm still cracking up because I'm thinking, you're too young to know about that. But it is good to know that that is not true. That's a negative thought for me. So forgive me. And I'm so glad that you do know about it because they have
Of
played
course.
Ebony. I mean, as a matter of fact, we have a special treat too. In just a second, we're gonna talk about that special treat about Ebony. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Then we have Lena, and I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name because I do not want to mispronounce it. I want to say Genevieve, but I will get that correct by the time we have career day. But she's out of Africa. She is the regional retail manager, West and Central Africa. She's with Christian Dior. So, being that she's agreed to be a part of this, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing because we can talk about international fashion. Some of the things that she shared that, as far as considerations that people need to think about. So, yeah. Have you ever thought about international fashion, going international with it?
Of course. Of course. I've always wanted. London is on my list of that places
Mm,
I have to visit.
yeah, and matter of fact, that brings up something because we need to do a class. I don't know if you speak any language or not, but we need to do a foreign language class so
Of
people can
course.
be ready. All right, so that is the lineup. But the surprise, I'm gonna play this video. So, Ebony Fashion Fair Traveling Fashion Show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're gonna have some of the cast members as I was sharing theirs.
Mhm.
Audrey Smalls, David Dorsey, who was a male model. Um, I don't want to mess up her name, Catrice, who was a female model. So we're gonna get to talk to them. That's a moment of history. One of our core values is to focus on the waymakers that have gone before us and laid the path. So we're gonna talk with these individuals. That is our lineup for career week, career day. Um, I don't know. I might add one more person. We'll see. But that is our lineup. What questions do you have for me about career day this year?
I'm super excited about Career Day this year. I want to know, how can I get my ticket?
That's right. That's right. So registration is open right now. I'm gonna put this in the chat. It is blackfashioncareerday.org. You can go there and you can register. But you know what? Tonight, starting at 7 p.m. until midnight, you can register for free until every registration that is free runs out with the keyword fashion dream. So Early bird registration started today. The tickets price includes the replay access from the 2021 events, which you can be listening to those now, working up to it, so you'll know if you didn't participate last year, or even if you did and you want to have a refresher, some of those sessions, how they went, some of the nuggets that were there. The
Mhm.
group rates are available. So right now the tickets until, well, tonight, with the keyword fashion dream. Let me put that up just to make sure everybody has that word. I don't want anybody to miss out on that. So with that keyword until midnight, fashion dream, you can register for free. Tomorrow, well, if you come online tonight and they're all gone, but tomorrow the ticket prices are $9.99 for individual, $4.99 for a group, and a group is 15 people or more. That can take place until February 28th at midnight. Then on March 1st, the rate changes. It goes to $15.99 a person and $9.99 for a group of 15 or more. And again, it includes the replay pass. So why not buy,
Mhm.
everything? Now you can buy the replay passes in advance for the 2022 year. It's $5 for early bird registration, and then March 1st it goes to $10. So one of the things I do want to share with you that is going to take place for Career Day this year, because I want everybody to know when you're purchasing tickets, you're not just purchasing tickets. You are actually fueling your the funds that you use to purchase a ticket. You're being a part of the solution. You're getting educated. You're getting empowered, like Aaliyah just shared with us. You're learning about opportunities that you might not have been aware of, but at the same time, you're supporting our scholarship fund. So after the production of this event, then the funds go to the scholarship fund. So you, in essence, are empowering your community because your funds support a Black organization which supports the Black community. So on Monday, March 21st, we will have more details will come about this, but we will share an information session on the scholarship program. This year, we're going to be giving away a scholarship to FIT, the Fashion Institute of Technology, for the Styling Certificate Program. So you want to come, more details will come about that later, but that is an open session as well. The ticket covers Tuesday through Friday. So the nightly sessions are at 7 p.m., except for that one session with Shatili and Chrissy, which will be at 3 p.m. on Thursday. And then the sessions will be covered that Friday all day, which starts at 11 a.m. until 8 that evening. So, any questions?
Exciting. I'm excited. Pure excitement.
Yeah. So this is good. So I'm going to put this up. People, you can get your tickets now with the keyword fashion dream. You can register tonight for free. If anybody has any questions, I should have said this earlier because there is a little bit of a delay. You can put that in the chat. So I'll wait for a second or two just to see if there are any questions. I do want to let you know next week you want to register. One of the discussions I'll be hosting next week is with Cynthia Harvard Brown, who is a sustainable fashion advocate. We will be talking next week, so you want to make sure that you register for that as well. I think that is pretty much it. So, what would you say? Is there anything in particular that you would like to see this year, or a question that you might have that you would want answered this year during Career Day, Career Week? Really?
Honestly, I really just want to see more transparency. That's what we saw last year with the speakers telling us their journey and the things that they see on the job and their daily roles today. I like to see transparency just so someone like me who's looking and trying to still find their niche, you never know who you could inspire.
Right. That is, and you know what? You are right because last year there was a lot of transparency.
It definitely was.
Um, if you didn't get to participate last year, you can purchase. Might as well purchase a ticket, and then you get the replay. Because if you purchase the replays, it's 19. So you might as well buy a ticket and get the replays. I
Mhm.
encourage you to listen to them because there were a lot of jewels that were dropped, and there was a lot of transparency straight from the heart. Well, this has been great. Aaliyah, thank you so very much for being a part of this event tonight. And everybody, now you can register to get your tickets. I usually I'm when I'm on here, sometimes I see my phone and sometimes I don't, but I do have one question that came in. One question came in for you, Aaliyah. What what then my phone moved. What are your personal desires to accomplish in the fashion industry?
Wow, my personal desires. I like to see brands grow. I'm definitely interested. I'm a merchandiser at heart. I graduated with a BA in fashion merchandising and design. I have an interest in product development. I have an interest in branding and marketing. I just love watching something and watching it grow. I'm still trying to find my niche. I just recently graduated. I'm working as the administrative assistant for the art and fashion department at Clarkland University now. And honestly, I'm still trying to find my niche. So I would love to answer that, but it's okay. I'm still finding my way.
But you know what? That's okay. Um, look, I majored. You're doing well because you're in the industry in which you majored in. I majored in accounting. I'm so far from accounting, but I use my accounting skills, so it all works for the good. So that's okay. And the fact that you're open about that and you're open to participating in events like this that will help you find your way, that's the most beautiful thing ever. So that means we're doing our part to help you
Of
along the
course.
way.
And this is why we need more platforms like this. Career Day showing me, showing other students. Clarkland University will definitely be in attendance to Career Day just to find out the opportunities that are out there.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, this has been awesome. Last question. She said, "How old were you when you knew that you wanted to go do something in fashion?"
I kind of have the cliche story of watching growing up, watching my grandma, wanting to just be in the fashion industry. I used to love taking my grandma everywhere with me. She used to go to different Joann's fabrics, different fabric stores we find around the house, and just make different things. When I went to middle school, I knew I wanted to be in the fashion industry. I went from being a magazine editor to the designer, and then as I kept doing more research, I went to high school for a fashion technology high school where I learned how to sketch and learned how to sew properly. And then moving on to Clarkland University where I found my niche for merchandising. So it was really, I would say, middle school is when I knew the fashion industry was for me.
That is good. And you are going to be incredible. All right, dear. Well, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you, Aaliyah, for joining. Do you have any closing words that you would like to share?
I just want to thank you for having me and thank you for all that you do. It doesn't go unnoticed and it's very appreciated. So you're
Mm.
just amazing. I always love talking about you, Miss Carla.
Oh my God, don't make me cry. Okay, bye. Thank you, Aaliyah. Everybody have a good night. Go ahead and register for your tickets and be sure to share. Sharing is caring. Let everyone know about this event. They don't want to miss this year. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.